Greetings, and salutations, one and all. Welcome to the night shift. It is Wednesday, the end of the night shift week. Happy hump day to you. How you doing? We made it. we made it. Some didn't. And for them, we say a special prayer for those that are left behind. But for the most part, we made it. So, big ups to you. Welcome to each and everyone locked in right now. Those tuned in on TuneIn Radio, the Night Shift to DJ Kevin Stew, Rotterbox.net, the Foundation Radio Network, ClintonLindsay.com, across the pond, One Harmony Radio, top of the morning to you guys over there. WGLRO, home of the Donnie Walker Morning Show, taking you from the sheets to the streets. Big ups. PEMGTV.com, glad to have you. And of course, right here at the home of the Night Shift to DJ Kevin Stew, KevinStew.com. Where you find the stew pot. Come on in, the water is always fine. Believe me, it's where we keep things bubbling. If you don't know what it is, it's what others would call a chat room. Where does it reside? Right here at KevinStew.com. Glad to have each and every one of you. I couldn't do it without you, and I give you my word, I won't try.
I love how you wind up. I love how you wind up. I love how you wind up.
It's Real Talk Wednesday, aka Marlon's favorite night shift show. Kicking it off with some Nadia Batson. Catching feelings.
I didn't expect it like this. Catching feelings.
I didn't expect it like this at all.
I didn't expect it like this. Catching feelings. Catching feelings. You got me wanting more. All I do. When you touch me so. All I do. You set me on fire. Put me in a mood, darling. I'll sing like a choir. I'll sit feeling good. Whoever above the thing, na. You know what you're doing down there. I love how you touch up the thing, na. You know what you're doing down there. And I never thought I'd get hooked. You wine capture me like a crook. Look at you hold your hand and catching feelings. I didn't expect it like this. Catching feelings. Catching feelings. I didn't expect it like this. Catching feelings. Catching feelings. Pull me in little more. All I do. You know I like it so. All I do. This feeling like sugar. We learn to wine, darling. And if you want enough, right here you could die. Like whoever above the thing, na. You know what you're doing down there. I love how you touch up the thing, na. You know what you're doing down there. And I never thought I'd get hooked. The wine capture me like a crook. Look at you, how you have me catching feelings. I didn't expect
Hold on to you like a crook.
feelings. Catching feelings.
What your teeth is.
Expected like this. Catching feelings. Catching feelings. I love how you wind up. I love how you wind up. I love how you wind up. I love how you wind up.
Want to say thanks to Pulse Media Group for sponsoring this segment of the show.
How you wind up. I love how you wind up.
When being in the moment is priceless, give them a call. It's graduation time, it's birthday time, it's party time. It's that time of the year when you have various events that you can capture the moments for. And they can capture it, they can stream it. Let's see what will work out for you. Just give them a call and say, hey, listen, I have this going on, what can you do for me? 754-999-6020 is the number that gets you in touch with them. Or you can visit them at pulseemg.com. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. Nadia, so listen.
How you wind up,
I kind of love how you wind up, you know.
you wine on me. I love how you grind,
The way you whine on me,
love how you,
the way you grind on me.
love how you wine up, love how you wine on me.
If you like it, just say so.
I didn't expect it like this. I get chin
I know you didn't really expect it, but
feelings. I didn't expect it.
the effects.
I get chin feelings.
Make you catch some feelings. Welcome to those who are just tuning in. Hey, listen, numbers to get you in touch, numbers to connect you. 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. You can call, you can text. It gets you right here into the show directly. And of course, the interactive portal is there on kevinstew.com. Don't be afraid. You can remain anonymous if you wish, but jump on into the stew pot. You're always welcome. 754 welcome. 455 welcome. And of course, Marlon, big ups to you. Reggae music edutainer extraordinaire. Marlon Burrell, host of Real Rockers. It comes your way at from 7 to 10 on Mondays and Wednesdays. So you definitely don't want to miss that. You can check him out. Marlon Burrell is the boss. Can I tell you? The boss. Alright, so tonight on Healthy Love, real talk. We're talking about love. And we're talking about unconditional love. And we have to ask the question, is there such a thing as unconditional love? You know, you have your regular love, you have your love, and then you have your unconditional love. Which one is which? How you know the difference? Now, to determine unconditional love, I guess by definition you'd have to say it is that a person loves someone without, unfortunately, we're using about the same word, unconditionally. So they love someone unselfishly. They care about the happiness of the other person and will do anything to help that person feel that happiness without expecting anything in return. Now, basically, what you're saying about unconditional love is that it is just love with no strings attached. So, if you have a relationship with no strings attached, is it an unconditional relationship? Well, if unconditional love is no strings attached, then it only stands to reason, right? To put an unconditional love definition another way, it is a type of love that exists between a parent and a child, a dog and his master. It's that love that is given without expecting or even really caring if the love is returned. You love wholeheartedly. And it doesn't really matter what. Nothing will change that. That love is just there. And it's kind of, some people think it's kind of weird that the one part of the description of unconditional love is that of a parent and a child. And another similarity is given of a pet and his master. Specifically a dog and their master. Typically, when people start talking about dogs, it would be something more negative. But think of the relationship between a dog and their master. A dog will pretty much lay down their life for their master. You ever notice? So that is some unconditional love. And it doesn't really matter how badly the master treats that dog. If the dog know that this is their master, somehow there's this unbridled loyalty. Now, of course, that creates something that is a bit scary. Scary to whom, you might ask? Well, to the dog, apparently they don't care. They're giving their love unconditionally. But when it comes to animals of a different kind, the ones that are listening right now to this show, we are different. We are significantly different. When it comes to people, conditional love refers to our love for someone when that person conforms to the idea of how we expect a person to think, act, dress, behave. It is society's love for celebrities, as an example. You know, we may feel like our love for a celebrity knows no bounds, and there's nothing that they could do that could make us not love them anymore. You ever notice that? Hey, Julian. Happy hump day night to you. Yeah, but you ever notice that when it comes to celebrities? It's like they can do no wrong. And when they do something wrong, it's like you feel it. I can say that because of what I have seen. In my younger days, I used to be like that too when it comes to celebrities. But then I realized, you know what? These are people just like you and me. And I don't know them. And they don't know me. So why should I really feel it? Is it the actual person that you love that much as a celebrity, or the character that they portray? So now that leads to another question. You know, if it is unconditional love for a celebrity, is it the actual celebrity that is getting the love, or the idea of the celebrity? And if it is similar to that of other people, is it real unconditional love that you're giving to someone, or the idea that you have in your head of the person? So we find out that our favorite celebrity is an abuser. And we can't get their movies or their music out of our collections fast enough when we find this out. Because no, that's extreme. It's not like, oh, how good they were before and the minor indiscretions that you can overlook. It changed, right? The love for that celebrity was conditioned upon them fulfilling all of our expectations. Now, once they fall short, boom, it's done. No more love. So, conditional love is more about control and less about love. You love someone or something because you are under the illusion of control. Now, once that person or the thing can no longer be controlled, the love is gone. And this is why conditional love does not make for a healthy relationship. If your partner is trying to control how you dress, how you act, how you feel about certain things, then they're trying to make you live up to their ideal of you that they have in their head. Forget about who you are. So accepting you for you, that is unconditional love. Making you into a false image that has been created for you, there are conditions around that. Passion, that's conditional love. You hear people talk about unbridled passion. Yeah, whatever. When the passion runs out, something else takes its place, and it's not usually something that is nice. That is when you hear words like hatred coming into play. Now, these are really strong emotions. When someone that you're passionate about does something to hurt you, or change your the opinion that you may have of them in any way, that passion quickly turns to something negative. It turns to hatred. And this is why passion and hatred tend to be both sides of the same coin. But the coin that there are two sides of is conditional love. That's the coin. And that is why neither emotion can or should represent or present itself in a mature, long lasting relationship. So then you may ask the question, is it possible to fall in love with someone unconditionally? Can it be do? Well, yes. That's one answer. Some may say no. And that's fine. They may not have had that experience yet. But yes, you actually can. And it is not something that just comes along easily. Unconditional love is that grown up love. That's that mature love. Not to say that you have grown up so that you know what love is. It's that mature love. So it may be too much to expect someone to love unconditionally if you're clingy or overly dependent on the other person to fulfill your needs. Unconditional love doesn't really come that way, strangely enough. You may have heard it is unhealthy to make your life about your partner. That's true. You need friends, you need hobbies, you need other interests besides your partner to balance yourself out. Relying too much on your partner to fulfill all your needs can burn your relationship out. And in reality, it is unfair to your partner. Now, let me throw you all off on a tangent. Let me raise some eyebrows and give some people whiplash. What about those who can love more than one person at a time? Is their love unconditional? Is that providing someone to fall back on in the event of love going different with one person? You have a fallback. Does it allow someone to spread their love around in such a way that they don't have to be unconditional about it? Things that make you go, I'll leave you to give me your feedback on that one. Put your response in the stew pot. Go to kevinstew.com or shoot me a message. 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839. I want to hear what you think about that. Because, there are people that say, you can only love one person at a time. And then there are others that say, listen, I have loved more than one person at the same time. So how are you going to tell me that that cannot happen? I want to hear what you have to say. And if you want to hear what I have to say, ask me. You need to take care of yourself. And that is important. Taking care of self. And one of the reasons that you need to take care of yourself is that your relationship would become the cherry on top of the cake, so to speak, as opposed to being the whole cake. You get it? The relationship doesn't become the end all and be all. Once you ensure that your needs, your own needs, have been met, then you have a much better chance of seeing your relationship blossom into one that is respectful and filled with unconditional love. If not, your relationship will barely be above that of a relationship between a parent and child. I expect you to love me forever, no matter how badly I may treat you, kind of a thing. And that is typically the expectation of a child, isn't it? It's the expectation of a parent also. I brought you into this world, you're supposed to love me no matter what. Unconditional love isn't just for parents and pets, though. Romantic love can become unconditional love. In fact, true love, love in its most authentic form, is synonymous to unconditional love. You'll know you have unconditional love for a person when you don't judge the person with whatever it is that could be considered faults. And when you feel and express empathy when they have a bad day, it is genuine. Okay, so you can only love one person at a time. More power to those who can do it the other way. And that is fine. Not everybody can do it. Ultimately, unconditional love boils down to something you've heard all your life. You accept your partner when they're at their worst and enjoy them when they're at their best. This is one of those bits of advice that is offered when you're trying to decide if the person that you're with is the person that you should be with for the remainder of your life. If they've seen you at your worst and they still love you, that is the person that you don't want out of your life. That is what is considered to be a keeper. When you love and you are loved unconditionally, you don't feel the need to play any head games with each other. Not necessary. You know not to take it personally when they're in a bad mood, and you encourage them to talk about their feelings and offer them the patience and the compassion that they need to get through whatever situation, whatever it is that they're dealing with. And above all, you know that you're both there for the long haul. And you can't see yourself really being without each other. And it doesn't matter if you're upset and not talking to each other for a time. It happens in relationships. People fall out. But when that love is unconditional, they never, ever disconnect. So, is there a difference between loving unconditionally and a little bit more of an unhealthy love that leads to abuse? Is there? Because, looking at it, it can be misconstrued with the whole unconditional love meaning by interpreting to mean that you're justified in loving your partner no matter how badly they may treat you. So does that mean that they can be abusive? We come back to the pet situation. A lot of pets are ill-treated, but they're still loyal to their masters. So while it may be unconditional love, it's unhealthy. And your partner may feel unconditional love for you, but this doesn't give them the free rein, carte blanche to just abuse you, knowing that no matter how badly they treat you, that you'll always come back. It doesn't just allow them to do that. That's not right. That's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is meant to overlook little annoyances in a relationship. Things like eating the last donut and leaving the empty box on the counter and forgetting to put the toilet seat down, that kind of a thing. Unconditional love is not meant to forgive your partner for being physically, emotionally, or verbally abusive towards you. If you're in an abusive relationship, get some help. Get out of it. It may be unconditional love that you are giving out, but that's an unconditional beating that you are getting in. And it may not be a physical beating, it may be an emotional beating, but you're getting beat up nonetheless. Is it worth it? No, I think not. Unconditional love is rooted in caring for another person and being cared for in return. Not expecting it, but getting it. It is not supposed to be a reaction to our partners out of obligation to them because it is expected. The main thing to remember about unconditional love is that it's about the sharing of power. If one person exerts power over the other, that's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is about compromise and sacrifice. Remember, we were talking about sacrifice last week. There's a little bit of sacrifice in there. If your partner isn't willing to do that, however, but you are, that's not unconditional love. That's destructive self-sacrifice. So, it's a little bit hairy. It's a thin line, a fine line. You got to be very careful. But it's real and it's doable. You don't have to be dating someone long to feel unconditional love for that person. Some people feel unconditional love from Jump Street. But unconditional love can turn conditional when you begin to nitpick the relationship, looking for signs as to whether you could live with that person for the long haul. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It might be better for you to be able to reduce your unconditional love to conditional love so that you can properly evaluate the relationship before going any deeper into a commitment with a person. We all know that a couple that gets married too fast and only realize that it was too late, that their partner was not compatible with them, that they lacked the necessary communication and problem solving skills that would require for a great marriage. So the idea of a soulmate then comes up, and that the conditional love and the unconditional love will eventually overlap, making the person your ideal partner. A lot of us put stock in meeting our soulmate. Yet it is naive to believe that in a world consisting of billions of people, there is only one, just one soul person for you. You really believe that? The truth is, many people can connect with you on that intimate level. The problem is that such a connection is rare. And while it may not feel like you're the only person to do this with one person, the fact of the matter is that you just have to kiss a lot of frogs before you get your prince or princess. So it's very important to remember, if you feel you have found that soulmate, quote unquote soulmate, and things go south, maybe your partner turns out to be a complete opposite of you or who you thought they were. Or even worse, you find your ideal partner and they passed away. It can give you hope that there's another soulmate out there just for you. You may have to do a lot of work to find another one just like that one. In that you have that connection. It won't be the same, but they're there. And that is something that can help you to continue along the way to find your soul, to find and have and appreciate love, unconditional love. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we talk some more. It's a night shift with DJ Kevin Stew, Hump Day. Real Talk Wednesday, right here. We're talking about unconditional love. Good evening to you, 889. Welcome to the show. We're going to be right back after these messages.
Pulse Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there. We know how it feels. So we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
It's the third annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Tournament, Saturday, May 25th, 12 p.m. at the VEH Youth Enrichment Center, 7000 Miramar Parkway in Miramar. Proceeds for the Sounds for the Youth program. This year's teams, Universal Hilltop Records, VP Records, E2 Productions, Heavy Beat Records. Performances by Shauna Lee, Jadon, and Peter G. Hosted by G. Cole, Sir Rockwell, and TC Flex. Free admission. Donations accepted. Live stream by Flex FM. Music by New Vision Sound. Surprise guest performances. Sponsored by JTMC, WZPP, South Florida Caribbean News. Homegrown with G. Cole, Flex FM, Rock the Box, Taxi Gang, High Class Promotions, Island Beat Marketing, David I Photography, Foundation Radio Network, LTK20, Island Energy Drink, Rattigan and Associates, Events are Us, Irie Pen, The Melissa Jane Show, Real Rockers, GMAX Solutions, Jazzfar, Elite Global, New Lane Marketing, Jillian J, Stratmeyer Financial, WGLRO, Kevin Stew, All Time Printing, and Miad Restaurant. For info, call JTMC 954-613-3851 or 678-793-8800.
Not a mouse.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me.
In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school,
In math,
I learned that I'm ugly
I
and
learned
useless.
that I'm trash.
And in gym,
In biology,
I learned that I'm
I
pathetic
learned that I'm fat
and a
and
joke.
stupid.
In history,
Today in
I learned that
school,
I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends. In English, I learned that I make people sick.
And in
And
gym,
at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell.
and in
In
gym.
chemistry, I learned that no one
In
likes me.
biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid.
In English,
And in
I learned
math,
that I make people
I
sick.
learned that I'm trash.
The only thing I didn't learn in school today
The only thing I didn't learn today.
The only thing I didn't learn,
It's why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Yes. Akar Mantino, I'm making notes right now. You are locked in to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift.
My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel. Of that I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man. But I won't lose no sleep on that. 'Cause I got a plan. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, it's true. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you. Yeah, you caught my eye as I walked on by. You could see from my face that I was flying high, and I don't think that I'll see her again. But we shared a moment that will last till the end. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, it's true. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you.
So if no one told you, just know you're beautiful. The sound of Cesar, his rendition of Beautiful. I want to say blessed Earth date to Cesar, or belated Earth date.
You're beautiful.
He celebrated his Earth date yesterday.
You're beautiful, it's true.
I want to say thanks to GMAT Music Solutions for sponsoring this segment of the show, providing you with stage production services, musical equipment, PA systems, DJs, engineers, singers, musicians, bands. 754-307 GMAC gets you in touch. 754-307-4622. Or you can visit them at gmatmusicsolutions.com and tell them you heard about them right here on the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. Also want to encourage you and remind you, if you're in South Florida, this is the first Friday weekend. So the Core presents First Fridays at Jeppa's karaoke at 7 with Fame. And around about 9:30, 10 o'clock there about Sir Rockwell rocks you on till about 2, 4-ish. You can never be too sure. But the last month, last month at Jeppa's. The first Friday edition was off the chain. You don't want to miss it this month. It comes up this Friday, Jeppa's Place. So, welcome back to the show. Those of you just tuning in, big ups to you. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you, and you have my word. I wouldn't try. Nope, not gonna try. So, we're talking about unconditional love in Real Talk tonight. Again, numbers to get in touch, 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. You can call, you can text, you can give your opinions. And remember, this is a judgment-free zone, so you don't have to worry about anybody calling you down for your views on anything. You don't have to worry about being pointed at. You don't have to worry about none of that. We're grown, and this is judgment-free. This is where you have acceptance through enlightenment. Right here on the night shift. According to the book Real Love, unconditional love is in essence true love. It is different from the kind of love that most of us have known all our lives. That it deserves a definition of its own. Unconditional love is caring about the happiness of another person without any thought of what we might get for ourselves. Cannot emphasize it enough. It is not unconditional love when other people like us for doing what they want, or because we give them what they demand of us. Under those conditions, we're just paying for love in a way, or in some cases with what we do to get that attention. We can be certain that we're receiving unconditional love only when we make foolish mistakes. When we fail to do what the other person wants. And even when we get in their way, but they don't feel disappointed or irritated with us. When we make a seemingly poor choice about our lives, or take a wrong turn, or undo or sabotage our own happiness. It is unconditional love that keeps them right there. Not judging, not punishing, but loving without conditions. It's that love alone that has the power to heal all wounds, to bind the people together and create relationships quite beyond our present capacity to imagine. To love another person under any circumstance is not relegated to passionate love. It's not what the pop psychs refer to as enabling. Right? My psych professors and psych professionals out there. Or just letting someone be discounting to us, and you continue to accept the neglect. Unconditional love allows you to love yourself first. And that's a hard concept for a lot of people to grasp. The self first concept. But you do this so that you have the strength of heart and mind to give the same to another person. Friends and family can be completely unconditional with their love for you. But it is rare. We are programmed to be conditional. To expect something in return for our love. Can you say with complete confidence that we don't place some degree of conditions on almost all our communications and interactions? Can anybody say that? no degree of conditions. We are quite specifically conditioned to only give love when it's reciprocated. And more often according to what we think is worthy of our love. Unconditional love is not a loan that is in need of being repaid, but a stringless gift of the heart. That's a nice description of it. A stringless gift of the heart. My mind just went off a little bit just now with the thought of a stringless gift. I start thinking of creating these graphics, you know, a puppet master but no string and the puppet is a heart, or flying a kite and the kite is a heart but you holding the spool in your hand and the kite is right there, not blowing away, it's just there. So my mind just went off on creating these images and just playing with them. We are quite specifically conditioned to be ones to reciprocate. On the occasion you are fortunate enough to be on the receiving end of such an act of thoughtfulness, the experience can be both endearing and it can be a little bit awkward. So what do you do for someone who gives to you unconditionally, of themselves? They ask nothing in return. How do you react to that? Someone had an experience where it gave them a sense of value that is treasured. Genuine unconditional love is a little strange to receive in our world of expectations and reactions. But yet, if you allow yourself to be a receiver of unconditional love, you'd be so blown away by it. Anyone that you can speak to, if you have not been on the receiving end of unconditional love, anybody that you ask about it, they will tell you it's an experience like none other. And some will say, you know what, I can't even deal with it. If they're honest, some will tell you they cannot deal with unconditional love because that is not how they are wired. They have to give something in return. And they find it weird when people say, no, it's okay. I'm just doing this for you. So, if you don't know how to do it, how do you go about giving love unconditionally? Loving unconditionally is more of a behavior versus a feeling. Loving is the act of extending ourselves, vulnerabilities and all. And you know it's a strength to be vulnerable. It's entering into uncharted emotional territory with the belief that regardless of the outcome, we want to benefit another person. Imagine love as a behavior in and of itself, with the satisfaction of being that feeling you get when you act a certain way. The way that you're going to act is for the other person. Not when someone acts a certain way to you, but the way you act to them. Generosity in its purest sense. then ask yourself, am I truly acting with the most love I can for this person at this moment? I know for myself, I can come to a situation with my ego too big and in the way of my unconditional responses. And this is the stuff to be conscious of. So get yourself in check. Unconditional love is entirely a new process for us to deal with in every situation. And we want to convey sincerity with each person we extend that unconditional love to. That is genuine, and it is just that, without conditions. To love someone unconditionally does not mean that the act of love is always going to be easy or is going to feel comfortable all the time. To be there for someone when they have challenges and need to foster growth. Even those individuals in the fog of confusion know that there's going to be pain and some serious discomfort. If you choose to protect them from these feelings and emotions, then you're not loving them unconditionally. Unconditional love means you tell them the truth with gentle, kind communication. And then you're there without judgment to walk them through whatever it is that they're going through. And it could very well just be because of you. But if you're loving them unconditionally, you still need to be there for them. Even if it means standing back. It's weird, but think about it. What does it mean if you're someone who only loves others, giving of yourself freely without any boundaries? That is you being a people pleaser, which means you're not being unconditional or loving to yourself first. Playing the martyr is not rewarding, validating, and only leaves you and the other person resentful. Work to recognize when doing what is best for you first. That might take some time, and you have to do some prioritizing of your needs and desires above someone else's. Funny enough, this is a healthy part of defining who we are as individuals. And it's crucial to know your own gauge for self-love. Remember, only when we know intrinsically that we have value to be loved, that we can give love in its purest sense, in its purest form. Forgiveness is something that is super important. And this is a behavior that some would believe that they have mastered, but in reality they haven't. It's probably the most difficult and truly unconditional act that we can perform. In any circumstance where we feel we have been wronged, neglected, or taken advantage of, if someone does not apologize, it's inherently the most loving to them and to yourself to choose to let go of any anger and resentment. That sounds crazy, and it's really difficult to do, but harboring that energy is hurtful to you spiritually. Even if you've never noticed it, think of the pain that you feel. And over time, physically, that emotional pain will manifest. The noted author and philosopher Piero Ferrucci, in his book Beauty and Soul, says that forgiving is not something we do, but something we are. Granting forgiveness unconditionally isn't communicating you'll allow someone to be hurtful or discounting. The act of practicing unconditional love will be tainted and not at all healing if you choose to hold on to negative things. This is something we consciously work on every day, and we have to. There's no perfect, simple way to live without conditions. Life itself is hard. And more often than we'd like it to be, that is just how it is. Life is definitely conditional. If we don't eat, sleep, drink water, typically we'll just die. These are all basics. Scientists, philosophers, gurus, priests, for centuries, they all have spoken of unconditional, perfect, and everlasting love. Could it be that fictitious? It is real, but it is not a given. We all have good and light and dark behaviors and weaknesses, and to deny this human condition is to be ignorant to the foundation of our human nature. But having been a recipient of unconditional love and being someone to choose to give love unconditionally, it creates an expression of your kindest self. It's a part of growth and generosity that we can benefit from every moment of every day. But it doesn't come without putting in the work. We have to put in the work to be unconditional in our love. It's not something that you can just get up and say, hey, I'm going to love unconditionally today, and that's how it's just gonna go. No. It's just a little bit harder than that. But it can be done. It's not impossible. We just have to put in the work to do it. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we ask, after all that, really and truly, would we just be setting up ourselves for disappointment in looking into achieving this unconditional love? What do you think? 773-789-STEW gets you in touch. 773-789-7839. Or you can jump on into the stew pot on kevinstew.com. We'll be right back. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with the Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations of the rhythm, Seal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
It's Christina representing for DJ Kevin. You see me, I say, I don't know the boss. You see me, I say, DJ Kevin Stew and the night shift radio show. Yo, it at the thing, turn up the thing loud. Whoa, DJ Kevin Stew at the heart of a champion. Never underestimate, just choose him. The silver line behind the dark clouds. DJ Kevin Stew believe him, and that's no doubt. Salute the night shift radio show, Christina. It's a hot it up loud. Kill the beast.
I want to welcome you guys back to the show. I want to say thank you to JTMC Enterprise for sponsoring this segment of the show. JTMC Enterprise providing you with tour management, bookings, promotion management, event management, social media management. Just give them a link. 678-793-8800 is a number that you can call them on, or you can visit them at jtmcenterprise.com. I want to remind you guys too that the Happy Blanket is still available. Link me 773-789-STEW. Find out about the Happy Blanket, and still available also. Being featured by Jillian J. Right now, this beautiful silver necklace and earring set with winged pendants at the end of each. The earrings and the necklace each has winged pendants at the end of them. It's gorgeous, handmade. These two items are handmade. The blanket and the jewelry by Jillian J. So you can get in touch with Jillian J online. Look them up on social media, or you can contact me and I'll contact you get you in touch with them. My number 773-789-STEW. You know it. Or even shoot me an email, djkevinstew@gmail.com.
Jadan Empress, you know say the love for the Rasta youth have for your endless. Better never know. I look ya know, I look ya. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Jadan, she said she love her Rastafari. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Iman, she said she love her Rastafari. She tell me she like everything she see na Iman. She want every second out of me time, and she woulda give me anything, although she no mind man. And this spice of me give her, she have a mind pan. So me take her to the river, dash her with the bad pan. Inna the hills, figure links, brain, bubble man. Him have the herbs and the wine for we meditation. Good loving, it's you and we expand. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Jadan, Congo bongo. You never know you woulda love the far right. From the day she link with Iman, she said she love her Rastafari. She tell me, I say she love Rastafari, and she tell I say she have something far. I know for them can't believe for Congo bongo have a rope and a squeeze. All of a sudden she no wanna red meat, strictly itas true or some greens. She a tell I about the coconut with the bean. I say anytime no, she a come for me scheme. She never know she woulda love the Congo bongo. You never know you woulda love the far right. From the day she link with Jordan, she said she love her Rastafari. You never know you woulda love the Congo bongo. You never know you woulda love the far right. From the day she link with Iman, she said she love her Rastafari. You never know you woulda love the Congo bongo.
You're just having some fun. Congo Bongo from the EP of the same name, the son of Jadan. Yeah, don't worry. Just be happy. Just a little bit of teaser. What's coming up in musical therapy tonight? We don't know. But don't worry about it. Just be happy. Yeah? Cool. So this whole unconditional love thing that we were talking about and have been talking about all night. How are we just setting up ourselves for heartbreak, disaster, failure? The idea of unconditional love, no doubt, is a noble idea. We want to be loved as we are. And perhaps we'd like to see ourselves as capable of selfless love. Here's the thing. Here's a thought. Loving unconditionally may set us up for disappointment and shame when our ideal doesn't match the reality of how difficult or perhaps impossible in some cases it is to love unconditionally. Children need to be loved without conditions as they struggle through life, and we need to be patient, very patient, taking many deep breaths, offering guidance repeatedly, embodying a consistently loving, accepting presence. We create a climate for safe attachment. As adults, we also desire and need safe relationships. Opening our heart, we want to trust and that a beloved partner or a loyal friend will be there when we need them. But if we look too fervently and exclusively to one person to fill all our needs for acceptance, for belonging, or even our need to have for our lives to have meaning, we may be expecting something that one person cannot provide. And I know some are saying, okay, Stu, so now you're making an argument for those that claim to love more than one people. We all love more than one person at a time. We all do. It's just that some of us put them into categories. But at the core of it all, we love more than one person at a time. So taken to an extreme, we may echo the silent plea of the narcissistic child. Love me and supply what I need despite how I treat you. We've said this before. Clinging to a sense of entitlement, we may fly into blame or rage when our partner's needs clash with our very own, for better or worse. Mature love can only thrive under certain conditions. Just as a rose needs ample sun, water, and nutrients to survive and flourish, we cannot expect love to thrive under sterile or hostile conditions. There needs to be just enough mutuality. And understand this: roses are not the things that we get in our little bouquets. Those are prepared roses. The rose that you get off the tree comes with thorns. And as beautiful as it is to look at, it's painful when those thorns get under your skin. To love the true rose, you have to love the thorns too. You willing to do that? No, that's unconditional. Loving doesn't mean always supplying what another person wants. Being tirelessly accepting and having no needs of our own. An immature view of love saddles us with the obligation to satisfy every need, soothe every sorrow, and comply with every request. And we wind up berating ourselves for not being spiritually evolved if we fall short on that ideal. So the challenge in every healthy relationship is being responsive to our partner while also affirming our own needs and longings. This means honoring ourselves enough to have limits and set boundaries. Being willing to respond with our own yes and or no or maybe, whichever it may be at that time. Loving means being sensitive to the space between ourselves and others. Being respectful, attentive, and attuned to each other's feelings and wants. It means slowing down, staying connected to our body, and allowing ourselves to be affected by what others feel and want. Being vulnerable. Love asks us to take another's request seriously and to make them happy. If we can do so without harming ourselves, then perfect. It doesn't mean feeling obligated always to say yes. But it does mean that declining a request may be done with respect and sensitivity rather than in a harsh or dismissive way. Which, when that happens, trust gets damaged. It means working things out so that both needs, your needs and mine, can be met. If our partner wants to visit our in-laws that we really just don't get along with, we can decline with empathy and kindness. We can vulnerably express our fears and concerns, which allows our partner to understand and respond to our needs and wants. A key to the elusive intimacy we seek is letting ourselves be seen while seeing another's inner life. The process of sharing and being responsive to our respective inner worlds is usually more important than the outcome. Love requires an expansive and spacious presence. It cannot flourish if we ignore or minimize our partner's needs. But neither can it thrive if we deny our own desires, which can then create resentment. Part of a loving bond is trusting that our partner is strong enough to experience occasional disappointment when we are not inclined to be accommodating. And trusting that being true to ourselves will not damage the relationship, just as long as we do it kindly. A healthy relationship doesn't mean fusing or merging. We're separate people who have differences that require respect. The popular view of unconditional love fails to recognize the importance of developing frustration tolerance when things don't go our way. Relationships become stronger when we both have a capacity for self-soothing. Taking care of ourselves emotionally when soothing from others is not forthcoming. Love cannot mean our partner must deny their desires in order to accommodate us. Nor can it mean suppressing our own longings in order to wear the spiritual badge of honor of being unconditionally loving. That doesn't work. In this way, partnerships are equivalent to dancing with fire. There's a fire of another person, another individual, another being. Their burning needs. And that fire of our own desires, working with how our desires interact, is a central part of the art of loving. And love cannot thrive without courageous self-awareness and rigorous self-honesty. Is our no payback for perceived injuries? Are we perpetuating a power struggle? Have we stored up hurts and resentments that leak out? Healthy relationships require knowing our feelings, our limits, and our motivations. Is it really too painful to visit our in-laws, if you have them? Or do we want our partner to feel the pain we're carrying from some past event? Because sometimes what we present has nothing to do with that partner. You ever notice that? Or you never stop to really look into it? Sometimes that pain that we're presenting, that emotion that we're giving to the people that we claim, that we love, is that of a reaction to something else, some time gone by, that has nothing to do with them. The greatest gift we can give another person is a gift of our own personal growth. The more we know ourselves and develop the courage and skills to communicate our inner experience, the more that trust and that love can flourish. It may be unwise and impossible to love unconditionally in the sense of staying with a partner, no matter how poorly they treat us or how destructive it is for us. You could end up being severely depressed or suicidal. But if we define unconditional love as I'm all in, although I prefer the less grandiose term, mature love, then we're committed to the process of open, honest, non-violent communication. We're committed to offering a sacred, spacious, non-defensive presence, listening as best as we can, and taking our beloved's feelings and wants seriously while also expressing our own. We're moved by love and caring, not duty or obligation. Love, especially unconditional love, overrides the little annoyances that occur in every relationship. We accept differences and we work with them skillfully. We share power. In the midst of it all, we don't always get exactly what we want. Unconditional love can set us up for something unattainable. We have need to not only love, but to also be loved. Rather than pursuing an unrealistic ideal, what we could do is pursue a path that enables us to be attentive to others and this we can do while also being responsive to our own legitimate longings. We can be authentic. We can say to those that we claim to love unconditionally that that thing that you do hurts me, but I love you. Or we can say, no, I don't want to go there with you, but I'll be right here waiting for you when you come back. We can say, I am angry with you because of that thing you did, but I love you. And it doesn't change how much I love you. Just know that I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm not pleased, but I love you.
Beside every good man, there stands a greater woman. Now I don't know how good I am, but I'm sure glad you're mine. So let me take the time out to say you're appreciated. I wouldn't be so happy without you in my life. Although I don't deserve you, you give me everything. You treat me like a king. I know sometimes I hurt you. You still give me love. Unconditionally. A night at the movies, candlelit dinner for two, cruise across the Caribbean, or a little quiet time, just me and you. Too often I've canceled these appointments, left you disappointed. Broke your pretty little heart, but you never broke your commitment. Although I don't deserve you, you give me everything. You treat me like a king. I know sometimes I hurt you. You still give me love.
I promise I will be there for you through the ups and the downs. You can count on me if ever.
This is J Will working out with Raps and Kush Band.
I will be there.
Before that, we heard from Code Red.
Oh, yeah.
Lead vocals on that one, Bobby Rose.
When the chips are down,
Unconditionally.
you can count on me when skies look gray. Yeah.
This track is called There For You.
You to know that you're my best friend, and no tide could ever drift me away. Girl, I promise I will be there for you through the ups and the downs. You can count on me. If ever you're feeling lonely, I will be there for you, yeah, for you, for you, yeah. Loving you is a pleasure for me, baby, believe me. Just the person you are, you're making it easy. I'm gonna be there for you, baby, believe me. I'm open like a book so you can read it. And I promise I will be there for you through the ups and the downs. You can count on me. If ever you're feeling lonely, I will be there. Girl, I promise I will be there for you through the ups and the downs. You can count on me. If ever you're feeling lonely, I will be there for you, yeah.
The sound of J. Will.
For you, baby.
Working out raps and kush.
Hey, girl, I loving as usual, and the feeling you feel it is mutual, and you're so down to earth, so rutical. I will always be for you, always be for you. Girl, I loving as usual, and the feeling you feel it is mutual, and you're so down to earth, so rutical.
I'll be there for you too, 889.
Girl, I promise I will be there for you through the ups and the downs. You can count on me. If ever you're feeling lonely, I will be there for you, yeah, for you, baby, for you.
Oh, Kevin, you're so good. Music just turns me on.
From one Raps and Kush member to another.
There are enameled.
This is G. Cole.
Oh, baby. Everyone's upon it.
The track is called Imperfect People.
Like the way my heart was beating. Oh, that special night, your pretty eyes made mine. The world will never see it. No, baby, we're from totally different worlds.
J. Will is still around.
But if only
Currently on daddy duty.
they would understand how much I love you, girl. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason, no special sign from above, no special sign from above. We're just two imperfect people, yes, who fell perfectly in love. Never, 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 never will I break your heart. I won't ever cause you pain. Now, baby, let's just be those two links, baby, that will form that perfect shape. I'm not your daddy's favorite. Nah, baby. Ain't your mom's no fan of mine. Oh, let's just do our thing and show the world our love can stand the test of time. Whoa, sometimes there's no rhyme or reason, no special sign from above, no special sign from above. We're just two imperfect people, yes, who felt perfectly in love. All love is perfection. Now who's gonna love me, baby?
I love you too, 889. Thank you very much.
I don't care what the world might say. You're my love, and that was meant for you. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason, no special sign from above, no special sign from above. We're just two imperfect people, yes, who felt perfectly in love. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason, no special sign from above, we're just two imperfect people, baby, who felt perfectly in
I want to say thanks to Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show for sponsoring this segment of the show. It's where we get into a thing we call musical therapy. Sir Rockwell kicks it off at 7 a.m. tomorrow on the Wake Up on rockthebox.net to the Wake Up and Live show with the Giving Thanks segment. It's Super Thursday. And there's no real telling what will happen with Sir Rockwell and the Wake Up and Live show. Bouncing in the background is a song I haven't played in a while. Daughter of legendary musician, percussionist extraordinaire, Mr. Willie Stewart. This is Leah Stewart. A track called I'll Be Right There.
We're too hard to meet, baby, together as one. You may choose to leave, but I'll be waiting, just like the dawn. When the mountains crumble down and you feel like you're losing ground, when you wanna scream but you can't make a sound, you can find me. I'll be right there. You can find me. I'll be right there. Just like a shadow, drifting across the dusk. I feel hollow, like the elephant without its tusk. If we only knew everything we're yearning for cannot be bought in an expensive store. We're too hard to meet, maybe together as one. You may choose to leave, but I'll be waiting, just like the dawn. When the mountains crumble down, you feel like you're losing ground. but we're all a part of the plan to set the captives free, break the chains of iniquity. We're living for a reason. Faith is about believing. We're two hearts need. They beat together as one. You may choose to leave, but I'll be waiting, just like the dawn. When the mountains crumble down, you're losing ground. You wanna scream, but you can't make a sound. You can find me, I'll be right there. You can find me, I'll be right there.
For the ladies, Scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba. And if you love her, this I wanna ball forward. Scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba. I know you're at a sexy lady scream.
This is how I close out the night shift week.
Well, if you love it, then I say go Hezzy.
Go Hezzy.
Hezzy, go.
It's called Take Your Clothes Off.
Hey, I could've write you letters, that wouldn't do it. Sex on the phone, still.
Not just some of your clothes. All your clothes.
On the one-on-one. Girl, I'm tired of waiting for so long. Hurry up, baby, come on. Yeah, cause this feeling is sizzling, and I'm dying for you to get here to tell ya. Take your clothes off, baby, just take your clothes and turn the lights down. Baby, just turn the lights down. Let me close the door. Cause tonight, babe, I'm gonna take you places you never been before. Scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba. And if you love her, this I wanna ball forward. Scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba. I know you're at a sexy lady scream. Hey, scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba. Well, if you love it, then I say go Hezzy, go Hezzy, go. Listen to my argument. Hey, babe, I got it all sorted out. The SOP, NSC, got the Remy and Bacardi. And plus me don't get the thing from the Bungaman delivery already. Boy, baby, tonight it's gonna be crazy, baby. In ecstasy, so hurry please, let's get busy. All I wanna say, babe, when you get here, babe, take your clothes off, set them off, and turn the lights down. Ooh, baby, and let me close the door. Cause tonight, babe, I'm gonna take you places you never been before. Scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba. And if you love her, this I wanna ball forward. Scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba. I know you're at a sexy lady scream. You, scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba. Well, if you love it, then I say go Hezzy, go Hezzy, go. Oh, yeah. Take your clothes off, scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba, and turn the lights down. Scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba, and let me close the door. Scabba-dibby-o, scabba-dabba. 'Cause tonight, baby, I'm gonna take you places you never been. Take your clothes off.
Can you spend the night with me? Oh yeah, oh yeah. The way you look tonight, baby, you make me wanna sing and I say you.
This is the sound of King Charles from the album Still Searching.
Meditation, so I
Working out with Tiffany Silva.
oh yeah. I'll
It's called Spend the Night.
Girl, come make we spend some time and all a nice vibe now. Me have something figure your girl. Me know you want it cause me can see it in your eyes now, baby. And we can take the time to ease my mind and steam up the sensei. Cause tonight me need some company. So, girl, I want your body. Baby, put it on me. You know I'm gon' please you and I know that you gon' please me. Girl, I want your body. Baby, put it on me. You know I say you have a bedtime, but me have a question to ask you. Can you spend the night with me? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Cause the way you look tonight, baby, you make me wanna sing and I say girl, with meditation, so you will never see the love run dry. You tell me, say you need me, and you love me, and you know, say no other man like me, no they out there, but I can be your hero, girl, because me know, say you know, say we are go both way. And when you fly past the clouds, never know, say you woulda light off the pound. Never know, say you woulda tear off me clothes. Baby, girl, me why you sing it out low. Tell me, say you need to catch my drift. Love it when you wine go down and dip. Tell me, say me like your style and me like your vibe. So baby, turn it round and flip. Love it every time you call my name. Baby girl, you my city's my pain. Look me in my eyes and drown the night. The way you move ignite my flame. Spend the night.
I'll be right there, 889.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So when you look tonight, baby, you make me wanna sing it and I say girl, with meditation, so you will never see the love run dry. Oh yeah.
Me and you and me, we were meant to be so happily, so happily. King and queen, we shall arise. We are gonna rule the world that can't disguise. Baby, take my hand and trust that me not gonna win no time. That's why me really have to love you. Ooh, you always stay true. You are my dream that has come true. Yeah. In the lights and champagne, roses leading to the bed. You got me weak to me heart, baby. Me know you're ready for me. You're ready for me.
Cause the way you look tonight, baby, you make me wanna sing it.
Bangkok, straight from Kingston, Jamaica. In a different flavor. Sure, let's go. When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet.
This is the sound of Conqueror.
Will your mouth remember
His rendition of Thinking Out Loud.
Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? And darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. Alright. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. People fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. But girl, I fall in love with you every single day. I just wanna show you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. Stibble bounce can conquer a thinking loud once again. Maybe we've found love right where we are. Watch this. When my years are but gone and my memory fades. When the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play the strings the same way. I know your love will remain the same. Cause baby, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen. Now me, cha. Baby, your smiles forever in my mind and memory. Oh yeah, you made me feel so free, girl. People fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe it's just part of a plan. But I'll just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you understand. Baby, I wanna hold you in my loving arms. I kiss you under the light of 1,000 stars. I bless you where down my beating heart. Simply bone skin, I feel well love, girl, not have no problem. We've found love right where we are. Ooh, reggae music. Ooh, sweet reggae music.
Hey baby, I just want 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's not get carried away. Good night, Julie. Take care of yourself. Catch you on the flip side. Hey Julie, remember, it's First Friday at Jeppel's Place. Karaoke with Fame. Partying with Sir Rockwell, courtesy of the Core. It's free, y'all. This is the sound of Joanna Marie working out with Peter G. Close to you.
This is Joanna Marie, and it's all about DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. You feel for some stew? Check out Kevin Stew.
True, true, true.
Hey baby, I just want to get close to you.
get close to you too, just reminding you that you should look out for members of your community today and every other day. Your community is not just a development that you live in, but it spreads far and wide. To those that you pass on the bus, on the plane, or on the boat, on the train, or they walk, ride, or drive, these are members of your community. Do something good for one of them today, because you never know who's going to do something good for you tomorrow. My name is DJ Kevin Stew, and this is how I like to do it to you, for you, and with you. On the night shift, it happens every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 10 to midnight Eastern Time, right here, kevinstew.com and affiliates. As I get out of here, I want to also encourage you to be good. And if you can't be good at it. Catch you all when I catch you all. Definitely, I'll be back here on Monday with Community and Finance, where we do it all over again on a night shift week. I come on right after Marlon with a Real Rockers show, so you can't miss it. Remember, Sir Rockwell kicks it off at 7 a.m. with Giving Thanks segment on rockthebox.net tomorrow morning, Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Super Thursday on rockthebox.net. You don't want to miss it. It's always fun. Trust me. All right. I'm gonna be getting out of here in just a moment, but once again, I want to leave you with my all-time favorite, A.J. Brown tune. Remember, A.J. Brown, for those of you living in South Florida, has an exhibit at the Ali Cultural Center in Pompano Beach, Florida, going on until the 7th of June. You don't want to miss it. Excellent, excellent work. For those of you who don't know, A.J. Brown is an all-round artist. This is how I'm going to leave you all out tonight. This morning, wherever you are in the world, this is When You Love, A.J. Brown.
I've sat in this old bed before on some other night just like this. The bed's the way it always was, but the way it was is just a fantasy. I'll eat some of my favorite food when I lose myself in a mood. The food sits cold there on the plate while I feed on my memories of you. Capture me without a fight. And what do I say? I say it's quite alright. You've made me feel indeed that I was wrong. I was blind, but now I see what life can be when you love. Catch the scent of your perfume as it moves sweetly through the room, moving from reality to a place where you are my sufficiency. I laugh at some old joke of yours that did not amuse at the time. The way I'm acting now to me puts me deep inside the web that you have weaved. You've captured me without a fight. And what do I say? I say it's quite alright. You've made me feel indeed that I was wrong. I was blind, but now I see what life can be when you love.
moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.